So, madam, have you considered about presidential election?
Okay, I must say that I've been asked that question so many times. Many Singaporeans have asked me. In fact, I must say that I'm really deeply honored and also deeply humbled by the many Singaporeans who have asked me on so many different occasions of all walks of life. The EP is actually a very heavy responsibility, an important institution in Singapore. It's a heavy responsibility. So it's not something that one should take lightly. The duties are really also heavy duties. So I have been thinking about it. It needs a bit of time to think, and I am thinking. I am thinking about it, about running for presidency, elected presidency. But I must say, at this moment, I have a lot of duties that I have to perform as Speaker, as Member of Parliament. Those duties are also very dear, very important to me. Like this constituency marshalling, I've taken care of it for 2 years, and it's really a constituency which I feel that I can, that I have invested a lot of my time. And those are the duties that I really love doing, as a Speaker, as a Member of Parliament here. So, well, I will, I'm thinking about it. I have to give it some consideration. But as I said, I also have currently these duties that we need to perform.
So, Madam Halimah, you mentioned about you need some time to think about it. So, roughly how much time do you think you need to think about it?
Well, I need to consult my family, my colleagues, It's not a question that we can just, make a decision alone. I need to consult my family, my colleagues, who are supporting me in these various existing duties that I'm doing.
So, what are the different considerations that you have? Because if you are talking about ward, you have had experience about Dr. Hong passing away,
Yeah,
and then the other GRC members have to take up the responsibilities. Is this something that will hinder your decision?
Well, I want to say that I have spent almost 40 years serving Singapore and Singaporeans, 40 years in public service. A significant amount of it was in the labour movement. I spent 33 years, more than 3 decades in the labour movement, serving Singaporeans, workers, and also in other capacities. I've been a Member of Parliament for 16 years. I served in that capacity. I became Minister of State, and also is currently the Speaker. So these are all duties which are very important, and I feel that in whatever capacity that we serve, it is important that we serve Singapore and we serve Singaporeans. That is always my guiding principle. That's very important. Yeah.
Madam, can I ask why do you choose this event to announce that you're thinking about?
Not really announcing, but sharing with you some of my thoughts, because as I said, a lot of Singaporeans have asked me, so that's why I want to share with you the thought processes that I go through coming to this decision, or before coming to the decision, making a final decision.
What made you decide to consider this? I mean, people have been talking about, you maybe running for months, so what made you finally decide to consider whether you?
Well, it's not an easy decision to make, as you know, as I mentioned just now. It is a heavy responsibility, and I also need to think about my duties, functions as Speaker, and then my duties as Member of Parliament. These are duties which are very close, very dear to me, and which I have been contributing. So those are the considerations. Also consulting my family, colleagues. So those are the things that I need to, I need to take into consideration before I make the decision. Yeah.
Madam Halimah, have you actually collected application forms already? Or?
But today is a modern day. You don't need to collect the form.
Okay. So you can do it online or something.
I mean, whoever wants to stand as a candidate, you don't even have to collect the forms. You can download it.
So have you done that? Have you downloaded to
You're
look
coming too
through
close. So
What about your husband? Because if you were to actually run and be elected, he would have to be thrown in the limelight. You have to step out and serve along with you at some ceremonial functions. What's his take
well,
on
he's
this?
been active actually my grassroots leaders in Marsiling, and also our residents already know him. He takes part in a lot of the activities here quite actively. So I don't think that, these are all public service. Whoever is a spouse of the elected president or president will have to see it as a contribution to public service as well.
And then Halimah, what about your residents here? I mean, I can see you're close to them and all that.
I love them, really.
Yeah, are you worried that, if you become president and you cannot be their MP anymore, who's going to take care of them? Or?
Well, they will always be close to my heart, really, I really love serving the residents, and I've introduced a lot of programs here. Yeah, so I think, but the most encouraging thing is that a lot of residents also encourage me. So the support and encouragement of residents, of Singaporeans from all walks of life, really, I feel very humble, very honored by that. And frankly, I think that is, to me, that is really very meaningful, very important.
Any more last questions?
Do you have anything to say about your possible contenders?
Well, this is a democracy. In a democracy, I think it's good people should come forward and take part in the process, whatever process they are, whether it's a general election or presidential election. That is a mark of democracy.
And how do you think that Dr. Tan's appeal will affect the presidential elections?
Well, whatever is the outcome, I will leave it to the court to decide. We cannot prejudge it. Yeah.
Thank you very much, all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very